Okay, this is Unplugged, and we're going to deal with one more songwriter secret, all styles. We've talked about the R&B, the classic R&B, the jams, the 92.3 R&B, if you're from the D. We examined that, and we showed and proved that it's nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Them not saying nothing new. There's nothing new that the Illuminati is doing concerning opting or taking control of music and using music as an official mind control brainwashing operation, which is really what the music industry is all about. In truth, it's not a business. You think it's a business. We call it the music business. This Business of Music was an important book that you're supposed to read when you're trying to journey into the industry. But in reality, it's not a business. It is a CIA front. It is a mind control front. It is a derivative of MK Ultra under MK Ultra program umbrella, Project Umbrella, which is where you get Rihanna's umbrella. The annoying hook to that was part of also using repetition in mind control. You find many techniques and tactics used in the creation of pop culture music, popular culture. You believe the pop stands for, but in reality the pop has to do with like Pop Life and Prince. The pop has to do with like Fred Sanford's son called him Pop, the father pop of the culture, Lucifer. So we're going to look at all styles. We looked at the old school just to show and prove, especially for my nieces and nephews. You know, when your aunties and them get talking about y'all music, which is horrid. But when they get to but when they get to talking about today's music, which, you know, the only real difference is, you know, Lucifer's been involved, even in the old school, as we've proven. But the difference is, today's music is made from synthetic instruments, and synthetic instruments harm the body and actually cause the body pain. That's why you have those expressions on your face and those thoughts in your brain. When you hear today's music, it has a negative effect on the body's chemistry, on the vibration of the body, and on the way that harmonic resonance is supposed to flow through the body naturally. When you're blowing on a horn that was made from a ram's horn, the shofar, it has a natural way that it resonates with the body. Okay, when you're blowing through a brass horn, your trumpet, your trombone, your saxophone, your flugelhorn, even, you are using the first gift that the Creator gave to Adam, the breath. You're using that divine breath. You're pumping it through a sacred material of earth, which we're native to this planet. We're one with this planet in many ways. Many of the elements and materials that you find on the planet, you also find in and on the body. We are representatives of the planet. So the things that come from the planet that were shaped into instruments in the very beginning, you know, from the guitar strings being the cat guts, and the skin on top of the drum coming from animal skins stretched over a barrel. All of the natural sounds, the wood hitting the skin, okay, or the hand hitting the skin, all of the natural sounds, these sounds gave positive vibrations and affected the body in a different manner. So even as you hear the songwriter's secret made manifest in some of your favorite love songs, at least the music, the vibration is more pleasing as you hear it. Nowadays, you have people who don't have as much singing talent. Sometimes, you know, there's some people out there that can still blow, but you know, by and large, you have an industry that's not talent based as much as it was before. It's more image based today. Would you agree? To where you had people who could play multiple instruments, you know, all the way up to Prince. Okay, from that time period forward, you had the single solo artist as opposed to the big bands like you know, the 70s produced some big powerful powerhouse bands, you know, Brass Construction, the Barcades, Parliament Funkadelic, Cool in the Gang, Ohio players. You know, you had these big bands. You had all these different individuals with different talents. Some of them could play 2 and 3 instruments. A lot of talent was packed into the old school songs, plus the songwriter's secret. Today, you have the songwriter's secret and a lot of synthetic mumbo jumbo, sounding like some jive to me. But they call it music, and people dance to it just the same, and they do everything to it just the same, as if you know, their bodies have been fooled by their minds into believing that it's just a sign of the times and the music sounds fine. But in reality, it's assaulting the brain. It's going against the natural frequencies that the body is set to vibrate harmoniously with. And it also, I'm positive, helps to create sickness in the body. Sickness in the mind promotes sickness in the body. The music is mentally sick. But let's look at some songs. Now, I've been telling y'all for the longest to look at Silver Shadow. Why? Because Silver Shadow by Atlantic Starr epitomizes what the songwriter's secret is. If you watch this video this long and you know what the songwriter's secret is, I don't know what to say for you. But I'm going to tell you real quick, and then we're going to look at this song, which epitomizes it. The songwriter's secret is when a song that you hear and you assume, you know what they say about it, assume, and you assume that that song is a man singing about his love to a woman, or a woman singing about her love to a man. In reality, you're hearing an artist singing their devotion to Pan, to Lucifer, to Satan, Shaitan, Iblis, the adversary, the accuser. He's got so many names, but the names change, the game's the same. Many songs are written in this code, where in reality the song lyrics are deceptively crafted. That's why it's called the songwriter's secret. The songwriter got to know. The artist don't have to know. But it's deceptively crafted in such a way where, you know, if you're a game goofy goober and you just believe everything's surface and shallow, you believe what you're told, you believe everything is what it looked like, okay? You believe the backstories that you're told, you could listen to the song and you could believe from now until the cows come home or the Messiah return. You can believe that it's about a woman, it's about a man. But for those who have ears to hear, let them hear. They can hear quite clearly. And once you begin to hear the songwriter's secret, no, it's not selective hearing, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's not selective perception. Okay, it is what it is. You're actually hearing something that existed that you didn't hear before because your thought was twisted and you didn't quite understand. You understood. You were understanding as opposed to standing on the top like the Temps and Rick James. Have mercy. All right, Silver Shadow lyrics. Silver Shadow. Didn't care too much for this song. Liked a lot of their songs. Atlantic Starr has a few. Let's look at the lyrics. It was written by David Lewis Wayne. Okay. Silver Shadow. Glowing shadow, shining brightly for all to see. Okay. I'm not going to sing this one. I remember gazing on this quiet night. The stars were bright as they could be, wondering if things would ever go right, and if there was a spot up there for me. Have mercy. Then one star got bright about a minute. Strange that it seemed to have my name written in it. I reached for the star and it kissed me with its light. It made me cast a shadow that was silver and bright. Silver shadow, a glowing shadow, shining brightly for all to see. I never had any real reason to thank my lucky stars. So here, she doesn't feel as if she has gotten what she deserved out of life. So she begins to look toward these stars, like some of you look toward magic and sorcery after you feel like you've not gotten a fair shake by things going in the natural order or the divine order of things. So you want to cheat the game using control. Witchcraft is a form of control, and rebellion is as of the sin of witchcraft. Let us continue. I never had any real reason to thank my lucky stars, so she wasn't counting her blessings like she should have been doing. She was stressing instead of counting her blessings. Okay, instead of being blessed by the best, she was stressed by the rest. But now I've got a pretty good reason, because I know I'm going to go far. So now that she done contacted this star, this being, this light, she believes that now she's able to go far. Her career will take flight. Love, light, and flight. It will take fight and flight, because she's going to fight with them things when she realizes it's a false light. I believe in magic, she says. I really do. With all this happened, it's got to be true. So she has faith in this thing now, because she's seen her career begin to take off. With all this happened, it's got to be true. It's allowed for her to build up faith in it. I cast a silver shadow from the kiss of the light. Have mercy. I knew that I was destined. I knew that I was destined, starting with tonight. Silver shadow, a glowing shadow, shining brightly for all to see. Silver shadow, my future's shadow, trying to tell me of the star I would be. I've been trying to tell you to listen to this song. Head hard as a hickory nut. And you're crazy as a road lizard. Silver shadow. She said, hey, yeah. She said, can't believe I cast a silver shadow. I can't either. She said, you're my shadow, love. You're my shadow, love. Yeah. They begin to love these spirits. They're doing something for them. Some people love a bear if it'll take care. Have mercy. You're my shadow, love. Silver and bright. A sparkling thing. Look at my shadow glow. Think I'm going to be a star? Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at my shadow glow. Glowing so brightly. This wondrous thing. Look at my shadow glow. Look at my silver shadow. Shadow, shadow, shadow. And I believe that we put that one to bed. Let's continue. Let's look at our boy Ted. You're talking about me. You're looking at me enough. Talking about TP. You ain't talking about toilet paper neither. Teddy Pendergrass. This comes to us by way of Turn Off TV. This will be the thumbnail, because you got to see how TP is posed. And yes, it's a crying shame you have my name. But Theodore was caught out there bad with a tranny. And it was a famous story. It's what we're told landed him in the wheelchair. For some reason, I feel in my heart of hearts that it was much deeper than what we were told concerning Teddy Pendergrass, why he ended up in a wheelchair, and what was really going on with that tranny action. We know, without a doubt, that within the boule, it's a common practice for the males to be placed with transsexuals. It serves a number of purposes. One, on the exoteric level, is, well, we can blackmail you. We got you with a tranny. It's lightweight jamming. Going deeper, they begin to tell you, we know that we are really spirit beings. Excuse me, we're not flesh. And you think that sounds fresh. Some people go for it because they want to be something so much more than what they are. It's the essence and the core of what makes you want to be a star. You should be satisfied with what you are and who you are. But instead of that, you want to be something other than what the Creator created you to be. And you aspire, a spirit. You aspire by a spirit to go higher and be as high as a higher, low key. Yes, you do. Don't lie. Don't lie to me. So people begin to want to be other than what they are. So the powers that be, they feed into this. They feed into this egotism. And they tell them, well, you know, you are more than what you think you are. You're a shining star. And you're neither woman or man. You are a supreme spirit being. And that's how they begin to twist you up on the whole sexuality thing. Then you begin to deal with the Crowleyan sex magic that quite tragically runs throughout the music business. It's a common practice. Okay, nobody escapes it. That's of any status. Okay, baby bears escape. You know, that's where you get one-hit wonders from. But people who have some sort of status in the business, in the industry, in the mind control program, that's another layer of it. Those people are subjected to Crowleyan, homosexual, and lesbian sex magic rituals. No doubt about it. It's common. And that serves a lot of other purposes in order to tear the veil and allow for certain demon spirits who they believe have more power to come through the gates. You have to do more heinous acts. And the most vile and heinous and disgusting acts are the most blasphemous acts that rip and tear the fabric of time and space open, opening the gate of the continuum to where demonic entities, negative forces, and fallen ones, ancient ones, can come straight on through and hop in you. And that's the goal. Okay? You look at, we love her, but we know Shaka was like any other. She was trapped in this thing too. So you look at Ain't Nobody. It's about that spirit. Ain't got nobody. Ain't nobody. And it loves her better. They will have sex with these spirit beings. They will fall in love with them. Believe it. But let's look at this one. Check it out. Teddy Pendergrass, my latest, my greatest, my latest inspiration. I know it's my latest, my greatest inspiration. All right. I've been so many places. I've seen so many things, but none quite so lovely as you. And the lady just melted. I ain't talking about me. No, he ain't. You don't look that good. More beautiful than the Mona Lisa. Worth more than gold. See, you hear that type of talk? Your game detector should come up. Your spidey senses should start tingling. Because somebody's running some heavy game on you. But you begin to believe that this foolishness, this poetic jive is true. Look at Stevie Wonder and Ass. You know, or you know, Rocket Love, the way he describes that girl. Same thing. Okay? More beautiful than the Mona Lisa, worth more than gold. And my eyes have the pleasure to behold. You're my latest and my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration. His eyes have the pleasure to behold. Everybody don't get to see these beings. That's right. That's why they pine for these beings to come to them deep at night. Late at night, during the witching hours especially, when they get together and they do certain rituals and seances. Their goal is to, at the optimum times, do certain rituals to get these spirit beings to come into their life, come into my life, like Joyce Sims, to come into their life and then help them take off, help their career take off, to shoot them up. Shoot me up, baby. To help them take off, let their career take them up, to take them up, to take me up tonight like Starship. He say, things never look clearer. Peace within never felt nearer. My burden's gone. It's turned to a song. These spirit beings will inspire them, put a spirit in them, give them a song. Give them certain licks, you know, on the guitar, certain chords and key combinations on the piano. tender as a baby's touch. I needed you oh so much. And of course, when the spirit first comes, you know, it's good cop, bad cop type situation. When it first comes, it's going to be just as nice and tender and sweet. You know, that's the bait you in. Okay? Ladies, you know, you've seen that done by some men. Have mercy. And men by some women. And then they change once they got you in. But same thing happens with the spirits, because oftentimes it's the spirits behind the individual that makes people do the same thing. You know, like Chris Rock said, when you first meet somebody, they send their representative. Then later on, you meet the real them. Same thing with the spirit beings. Let's continue. I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry. All right. Tender as a baby's touch, I needed you oh so much. At last, the load is so light. Why we keep seeing this reference to this light? If everything about the light is all right. Look at Teddy now. You can't, can you? You're the latest and my greatest, my greatest inspiration. Okay. Plan to give you all that I have. I'll be everything you think I am. You make life a joy to live. And I'm thankful, yes, I'm blessed just to know you. Have mercy. Oh boy, some lady's ego, oh, her head won't fit her hat no more. Have mercy. Boy, oh boy. It's going to bust her lace front. Head just whoop. Okay. He said, I've been so many places, I've seen so many things, but none quite so delectable as you. That's the way you describe some good food, ain't it? I don't know, just a guy from Detroit. More beautiful than the Mona Lisa, worth more than gold, and my eyes have the pleasure to behold. You're my latest. Tell you, you're my greatest, my latest, my greatest inspiration. You inspire me. Inspire me. And some woman like, oh, Teddy wrote that about me. But she looking at her old lazy old man laying up in the bed with a white beater on, talking about, I inspire him. Don't you know, my latest, my greatest inspiration. You keep just on lifting me up now. We go higher, higher. You inspire me. I want you to keep lifting me up. Higher. Well, you can't make it up. You keep going higher, higher, higher. All right, all right. See, you got me. You got me doing things I've never done before. See, you inspire me. You inspire me. Then they throw in the throw-off lyric. Don't you know I love you, girl? Hey, hey, hey. You keep on lifting me higher, higher. And of course, you know the rest. So he go on off into that until he can't go no longer. Have mercy, neither can I. All right, you got the point. You got the picture. I don't know what to do for you. Say with you. Okay, I'm through with you. Okay, love TKO. Teddy Pendergrass. Another one. Again, like I told you before, generally, somebody have one, they're going to have some more. Sorry. Looking back over my years, I guess I've shedded some tears. You think he's talking about some old crazy woman. Okay. Check it out. He's talking about his career. He's talking about his business. He's talking about life. Told myself time and time again, this time I'm going to win. Wait a minute. It seems to hang on. We're going to do It Seems to Hang On for y'all. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do for you. Turkey. You write it down. It seems to hang on. We're going to put this to bed. And we're going to do a couple of more requests. Brother Hoff turned me on to one. Brother Joseph, he turned me on to another, Joseph True. A couple of them, as a matter of fact. And we're just going to look at some different ways that the Songwriter secret exists in songs going way back. So why? What's the purpose? I don't think you finna stop listening to these songs. I just look like that. I was born that night, not last night. But what I hope is that when the song come on, instead of blanking out and going off into your mode, your self-hypnotic or your self-induced hypnotic state where you get carried away. And I ask you, what's carrying you away and where you going? Have mercy. Where you getting carried to? But you get carried away and you turn off your cognitive reasoning. It's cognitive dissonance. You begin to make an excuse subconsciously. On some level, you're making an excuse. Well, I just like the song. You're ignoring the presence. That's ignorance, because it's there, but you're choosing not to acknowledge it. That's when you ignore something, not when you're not knowledgeable. Stop saying somebody don't know something, they ignorant. No. When you know it's there, but you're choosing to ignore it, you're being ignorant. So you choose to be ignorant and say to yourself as the song is playing, well, my subconscious mind don't matter. And then you wonder why things on your soulish realm ain't together. Everybody got their issues. Everybody got issues in their tissues. Okay? But the deep-rooted issues come from you allowing your body to be bombarded by these songs, which I done already told you these artists sit up with master warlocks and wizards, and they place curses and spells on every master that comes out in the music industry. I don't care what the genre is. For the masters, they burn the slaves, making you a slave to the rhythm. So when the song come on, and you, hey, or you just sitting there just mindless, an idle mind, and your mind is idling, it ain't going nowhere, like your car when it's idling. Just sitting there running. It ain't up to no good use. It's wasting energy. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. So use your mind while these songs is on. Okay? Think about what they're saying. Think about it, special ed. Have mercy. No disrespect for short bus shorties or children with learning disabilities, of course. But you ain't got no excuse. Okay? You just honor it. It's all outdoors. So get your mind right. And when these songs come on, pay attention. If you're going to listen, if it's going to be on, if it's playing, how you not listening? The song is playing, but you not listening? So what is it? It's just pouring into your subconscious mind. The frequency just filtering through your body. You're a person. Per meaning each. Son for sonic sound. Each sound, you're a sound. So you allow for these frequencies that you know are ill-intended, but you think you're ignoring them. No, your subconscious mind is of no effect. It's a myth. There is no subconscious mind. You a new fool. Wake up. Motley, because you're dreaming again. Alright, looking back over my years, I guess I've shedded some tears. Told myself time and time again, this time I'm going to win. And if you're strong, throw them out. But another fight, things ain't right. I'm losing again. What fight, what, who? Another fight with his woman? He losing again? No, he talking about life. He talking about trying to struggle and make it, especially in the business. Dig it. Told himself time and time again, this time he's going to win. Artists try to get a hit. He was the drummer for Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Yeah. All of a sudden, he becomes the front man. Similar dynamic with Larry Blackman. Not exactly the same, but a similar thing. The business was figuring out how to capitalize. Again, remember, it's a mind control business. They're figuring out how to capitalize on the man in the back, because of the way that that person's ego is likely to react. They could be easily sacked. Okay? That's right. Like a slew-footed quarterback. So, oftentimes they would be used to help break up the group. Okay? Or to, there's somebody behind the scenes whispering in their ear. Well, you got the stronger voice. Your voice stronger than Harold Melvin. You ought to be the man out front. Things happen behind closed doors. You step on people's toes. But the point in the lyrics is you keep trying time and time again to get you ahead. You keep trying to make it. You keep trying to get that big break. Okay? You're battling with this thing. You're fighting to get your career off the ground. But another fight, things ain't right, I'm losing again. Takes a fool to lose twice and start all over again. What you mean? Start what? Start where? Talking about this business. What you think is a business. Talking about that mind control program. Think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. TKO's technical knockout. Again, it don't make sense. Okay? The song is awful sad. Think you better let what go? I'm going to tell you. It's going to knock you out your seat. He better let go of his old beliefs. Because in order to get ahead, according to the music business chiefs, he must align himself with the will of the beast. Have mercy. Try to take control of the love, what we say the love was. Okay? The love of this world. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eye, pride of life. The true meaning of love in reverse, evil. That's right, not ahava, not agape, not philia, not even eros. But this is another word. This is the word we use for the opposite of righteous and holy. Evil, spun backward. And they give that word to you to describe the most powerful and important feeling, vibration, and vibe that a human being can produce and generate and feel inside. Let's continue. Try to take control of the love. Love took control of me. Here we go. You was doubting me before. Deal with this though. Cause you lose all thoughts, sense of time, and have a change of mind. Uh-oh. You ever heard MK Ultra? I just look like this. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. Trying to hold on. My faith is gone. What they got to do with loving a woman? He's talking, this is a philosophical song. This is about things that's going on with him philosophically, spiritually, religiously. It's just another sad song. There we go. He goes again with the hook, and then again, try to take control of the Lord. Love took control of me. He had to run this one back again. Cause you lose all thoughts, sense of time, and have a change of mind. You ever heard about MK Ultra victims describing the different things that they go through? Loss of thought, sense of time, they lose time, and have a change of mind. That's heavy duty. I just heavyweight jam for the great I am. I think I did. I know I can. Have mercy with my big right hand. Bow! Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. See, I try to hold on. My faith is gone. It's just another sad song. All right. Let's go. Yeah, he said he's tired of getting beat up by love. Oh, they say love is better the second time around. Again, these are the throw-off lyrics. Always at the end. You want to see some more? Isley Brothers Atlantis or It Seems to Hang On. Okay, Atlantis. More of y'all like Atlantis. It Seems to Hang On wasn't so big of a song. It's a nice groove. But I'm telling you, the lyrics, hamburger, you ain't ready for it. Atlantis. This is representative of Lucifer as the mother goddess. going by many names. Ron Isley and them decide to portray Isis, Diana, Semiramis as Atlantis. And again, this is, the great work of the Masonic order is to create a new Atlantis. That's stated in their writings. Manly P. Hall makes it very plain and clear. Okay? Okay, what you think Atlantis is, you again goofy goober. These people know what they're talking about, and it's their plan. And their plan is to create a place for the New Age man to thrive. And this place will be the New Atlantis, where the Aquarian Age will rule, and man will finally be able to reach the true alchemy that the Brotherhood actually ascribes to. It's not about turning base metals to gold. It's about turning man to God. So they will have this true alchemical society on earth, founded in the devil's religion, or lack thereof, practice of magic, that will be disguised as New Age and Aquarian Age. And this new land, this new world, this new one world, one, in theory, continent will be Atlantis. Let's check it out. And remember too, they see these spirits. The women will see them as men. Excuse me. That will attract them. And same thing, the men will see them as women. Let's check it out. Ron say, with his heavy eyebrows, whew, man, have mercy, look like Bert or Ernie around the eyebrows, so I don't know which one. Can I go on? He said, can I go on my way without you? Oh, how can I know? He said, if I go on my way without you, you can't go nowhere without this dang old spirit. Oh, where would I go? Set sail with me, misty lady. Set my spirit free. Hello. Somebody hear that? New love to find. Again, new evil, this new age, this newness. Okay, this renewing, this death, rebirth, this renewal. New love to find. And though I leave another behind, you'll find in several songs, like we found in Love TKO, okay, about leaving something behind. You find it in This Is It by Kenny Loggins, leaving something behind. Let them believe, but leave him behind. Leave who? Who's the him? Leaving the Lord behind. Leaving them old belief systems behind. The old beliefs, the way you was raised up. Remember these old school cats, they was raised up in church. They was raised up knowing something about the Lord. Their grandma, their mama, their auntie, somebody taught them something about the Lord. They was raised up in that. And guess what happened? They got into this business, quote unquote, this mind control program. And the mind control program teaches them a whole new thing. They think it's new. It's not new. It's old. It's new to you. Let's continue. Of course, I'll always come back to you. I'll always come back to you. Okay. She's my lady, now and ever. I say, till death do your part. She won't be your lady forever if it's a woman, but it's not. Oh, how can I know? Oh, how can I know? He's having some doubts. He's like, how can I know this is going to be so? Well, who's telling you then? If you doubt it, she ain't telling you. These the big wigs in the business giving him this game. And in the beginning, he wasn't sure about it. See? He went for it, and just like it seemed to hang on, it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. Wasn't what they thought it was going to be neither. For the Isleys, they end up dealing with some footsteps in the dark. Hello. Goodbye. Footsteps in the dark. I'm leaving that place. If I was them, I know what to do now. Let's continue. Okay. Can we go all the way together? All the way where? be so religious connotation behind that wording. So we'll say our last goodbye. What you mean? To who? And we'll make it this time. Singing about making it in this business. Singing about establishing this new Atlantis, this new world. And singing about, after all the different times they've tried, now they finally gonna get it together, get it done. Hey ho, hey ho, set sail with me. I didn't write the song, I'm just telling you what it say. To a paradise out beyond the sea. Well, and I hate to break the bad news to some of yous who hold New Age noir views. The continent of Atlantis, it wasn't inhabited by regular folk. Think about it. Think about it. Serpentine fire. Let's continue. Atlantis is back to you. I'll always come back to you. Atlantis is back to you. I'll always come back to you. And so on and so forth. Groovy music. Sad they singing about some wicked witch. A feminization, feminine representation of Lucifer. Lucifer forever and evermore. Okay. One more. Then we're going to look at some other song styles real quick and get on out of here. Through with you. Let's look at, I got to show it to you because you ain't going to look on your own. It Seems to Hang On. I'm telling you, one of my favorite songs. But lo and behold, it's got a special place in my heart now. Because this is the song that opened me up. This is the first song I ever heard the Songwriter secret lyrics in. See, my man Tony Grown, he tried to show me in Open Up Your Heart by Yolanda Adams. So it's in gospel. But he tried to show me that in about 2000, 2001. I couldn't hear it. Thought Tony Grown was out of his gourd. Got your rabbit. It was me, I didn't have it. Check it out. It Seems to Hang On. She started off, Valerie Simpson and Nick Ashford. She started off, is it daylight? What you mean? You don't know if it's daylight? I can't tell no more. Never had this condition before. She never had this condition before. What you mean? What's wrong with you? You got a fever? You peak it? Let me drop my pen. Everywhere I turn, it seems to hang on. Everything I do, it seems to hang on. Was I mistaken? It seems to hang on about you. So they realizing, wait a minute, we was put in a trick bag. We was told this spirit's supposed to help us out and it's jamming us up. It won't leave. It's hanging on. Aside from wanting you, this him now, he done came in, Blackula. Y'all know he looked like Vampire in Brooklyn. He did. God rest his soul. If he accepted it. Aside from wanting you, it seems to hang on. Aside from needing you, it seems to hang on. Let me give you some idea, it seems to hang on. It ain't just the tears. The fact of it is, it ain't just the tears. The fact of it is, it got this grown man crying. He said, I can't go nowhere. I can't be the same. I don't know my name. I can't understand just why. This was the moment when it began. This was when it began to hit me. I was like, wow. Me and my god sister. What's up, sis? We both, wow, at the same time. Have mercy. We heard it together at the same time, simultaneously. No words were spoken. We just, like a movie, we just started looking up like at each other. No lie, I ain't got to lie to you. All right. She said, wasn't I clever as only I can be? She thought she was being slick by getting involved in this skit, finding out about these spirits. And she said, but tell me, what's happening? What's bothering me? Yeah. Then he come in. Aside from dreams I had. Say, what? Is he talking to her? Is she talking to him? Are they married? Nothing else exists. Honey, it's you I miss. Don't leave me like this. What you mean? She's standing right there in your face singing. They was always in each other's face singing. The point is, it's quite clear that they're both singing about some experience with something that was not what they thought it was, and then wouldn't leave them. I can't go nowhere. I can't be the same. I don't know my name. I can't understand just why. It seems to hang on. Michael, like a snowball rolling down the hill, it seems to hang on. Look behind me, it's there still. It seems to hang on. That's not good. And he come in, oh, like a shadow, it follows. Now this is the killing part. This sealed the deal. And they get to sing it, oh, oh, oh. Then it goes to breakdown. Loose me, loose me, loose me. Please, please. Like, what? That got to do with anything in the song. Huh? And they singing together. They got the spirit together. Yeah? And the spirit put them together. Have mercy. Took them apart. So they go off into the same old thing. Seem to hang on. I can't shake it. I can't shake it. Like a snowball rolling down the hill. Look behind me, it's there still. Ooh, loose me, loose me, loose me, please, please. Okay, they can't go nowhere. They can't be the same. They don't know their name. They can understand just why it seemed to hang on. We put that to bed. Yeah, we did. Let's continue. I like Ashford and Simpson. All right. We know you do it, Beezy. Let's look at this here. I asked y'all, I said, what you thought about What a Fool Believes? 2. Golden Lady. And my niece Big E in the place to be. She came right in heavyweight jamming. Knocked out all y'all that's been around here for a long time. None of y'all could get it together. But that's alright. Uh-oh. Our sister Elizabeth, she did it. She put it together, and Golden Lady did it first in record time. And so both of you, excellent job. Excellent job. But for the rest of the class, so they don't come in last, we are going to look at the Doobie Brothers. That's right, the Doobie Brothers. And then we're going to look at Blame It on the Boogie, and then we're going to jump on through. I got a whole bunch of songs on here we're not going to even look at. The Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes, because this is essential. You have to get this one. Okay? And then we're going to get out of here. Then we're going to be done. What a Fool Believes lyrics. Now, we talked about Michael McDonald. He's a masterful craftsman of lyrics. He is very skillful at putting together Songwriter secret lyrics, putting together lyrics for Lucifer, to nice little, catchy little piano ditties. You know, What a Fool Believes is such a bouncy tune. It almost reminds you of the Bosom Buddies theme song when it come on. Dating myself. Gotta date somebody. Alright. This song right here, hold on. This song right here is unique in that you don't find many love songs that are written about somebody else's love. Usually a dude that's writing a love song, putting a love song together, he's singing about, you're supposed to believe, he's singing about some lady he loved, right? This is a love song about two other people's relationship. So it's a love song in third person. Why would you do a love song in third person? Unless the relationship in question is one that everyone is familiar with. So I told you, I said in this song you find a songwriter's secret lyric sheet that is dedicated to one of the most infamous stories in all creation. However, it's done from a Luciferian point of view, from the Luciferian slant. What they believe is that Eve had a relationship with the serpent, and that Eve and the serpent, and you know, this is not an uncommon belief. Eve and the serpent had relations, okay, like Mama Clump would say, and that this song is, it sounds ill, but watch the lyrics. This song is attesting to the Luciferian belief that, hey, one day Lucifer will again have his way with Eve. Although what we're told by the Creator is that there will always be enmity between her offspring and the serpent's seed. But this just goes to show you what the title means. Indeed, this is what a fool believes. And a true Luciferianism, a true Luciferian knows that the average baby bear Satanist is out of his mind. He's a fool. A true Luciferian understands that in the end, we don't win. But I'm going to have fun till Daddy takes the T-bird away. They believe they're going to enjoy themselves until, you know, they can't no more. And they'll pay for it in the end, and they don't care. So when you see this, story, it has a lot of meanings. Michael McDonald is showing you what the insiders believe. He's telling you that it's foolish, but yet he still crafts it in such a way that it's masterful. It tells their tale. Okay, let's check it out. The he is the serpentine being, which is Lucifer incarnate in a serpentine being known as Shaitan, the Nakash, the Whisperer. Okay? So he came from somewhere back in her long ago. The sentimental fool don't see. Something's got him. He's blinded because of things that happened in the past. Things he's holding on to from the past. That's being a sentimental fool, right? Trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created once in her life. So he's trying hard to recreate something that had not even begun yet. She had not had her children yet. So he's trying hard to recreate, to make another, not humanity, but to make another creation. In his desire to be God, God of creation, to be God of this bloodline that comes from her. He wants to create something that ain't even been created yet. He wants to recreate it because it's going to be created. Have mercy. He understands that it's already a done deal, that in the future, very near future, in fact, once he plays his role in getting Eve to transgress, that there will be a future offspring. So he's trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic tale. Again, nostalgia, sentiment. It's indicating he's been around for some time. Who is this then? He's been around for long, long years. According to Rolling Stone, sympathy for the devil, excuse me. She musters a smile for his nostalgic tale, never coming near what he wanted to say, because he was deceiving her. So he didn't come near what he wanted to say. Okay? He want to say one thing, he's saying something else. It's deception. Only to realize it never really was. All of this deception that he's doing, only to realize that it was all in vain. He would lose in the end. It's what a fool believes, is that he's going to win. Have mercy. Heavyweight jamming again. I can't stop. Won't stop. I don't even know how to stop. Okay. She had a place. She had a place in his life. He never made her think twice. He never made her think twice. She thought twice she might not have involved herself with him. Have mercy. That's what that means. As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know he's watching her go. Some about him, something in his nature makes him so hard-headed, so stubborn, so prideful that he can't even see that it ain't gonna be. Michael McDonald, you a bad motor scooter with your evil genius self. Okay. But what a fool believes, he sees. You see and believe in type, you a fool. But what a fool believes, he sees. No wise man has the power to reason away. Jesus can't reason it away. He's a wise man. Solomon. So nothing that anyone wise says can dissuade the enemy from doing what he's trying to do. Have mercy. I don't know what to tell you. No wise man has the power to reason away. What seems to be the illusion of something is always better than nothing, and nothing at all keeps sending him somewhere back in her long ago. And nothing at all keeps sending him somewhere back in her long. This is a man that can travel through time? I think we tore that up one time. Last one, blame it on the boogie. And maybe we'll break this one in two. We'll do another one. Let's do blame it on the boogie. I think you need that in your life. I've told you, you don't pay me no attention. But we're going to look it up. All the lyrics. We talked about the boogie. What is the boogie? Blame it on the boogie. Boogie, boogie night. What is the boogie? The boogie is a word used to describe a spirit, something to scare you. As children, it was, watch out, don't go in there, the boogeyman gonna get you. Say the boogeyman 3 times in the mirror, and the boogeyman gonna get you. Say Bloody Mary, I think it was, 3 times in the mirror, and the boogeyman gonna get you. Why Bloody Mary wouldn't get you? Some people say Bloody Mary gonna get you. Then there's argument. Bloody Mary gonna get you, the boogeyman gonna get you. Ain't no such thing as Bloody Mary, it's the boogeyman. But anyway, there's always something to what children say. So the boogeyman was what the boogie was originally built off of. You got to recall, remember, think, imagine. Some of these artists were foreign to this spiritism, to this New Age, really ancient New Age use of conjuring to bring forth spirit beings who promise you success. So because this was foreign to a great many people, they didn't call them by their Latin names or by their Hebrew names, by their ancient names. They called them by something they could easily identify with, something they could relate to. Okay? In the ghetto, that spirit be chasing you around trying to scare you, which is what was happening, and it seemed to hang on, was the boogie man. They cut it short. Like the Rain Man today. This was the old way of saying the same thing that the youngsters now say. So it was a nickname for the spirit being, the boogeyman. Check it out. Michael Jackson. That's how old folks say it, right? Michael Jackson. He said, my baby's always dancing, and it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't get no loving, and that's no lie. Now these lyrics go fast. I'm gonna say them slow, but they go fast. That's why you don't know what he was saying. So his baby's always dancing. We assume he's talking about his girl, because people will call a lady baby. Okay. Where Crowley sex magic is involved, it could mean some other things, but let's carry on. We won't have to stretch. There'll be plenty in the lyrics just as it is. So we give him a pass. So he said, my baby's always dancing, and it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't get no loving, and that's no lie. What you mean? Because she always dancing. That's a good time. Let me continue. We spent the night in Frisco at every kind of disco. From that night I kissed our love goodbye. Say what? So after you go to this fruity town and get down, something happened and she's no longer around. Well. Something happened to her, something happened to you. Check it out. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Okay? There's occult significance connected to the sunshine. Occult significance connected to the moonlight. See, this ain't what it really was. You say, oh, well, you got to do certain things, and in the sunlight, you have to do certain rituals, and well, in the moonlight, you have to do certain rituals. And so, no, that ain't what it was. It was the boogie. Have mercy. Check it out. Mike say, that nasty boogie bugs me, but somehow it has drugged me. Spellbound rhythm gets me on my feet. I've changed my life completely. I've seen the light. Believe me. That's what he say. That's what he say. They got the wrong lyrics down. I know what he say. And my baby just can't take her eyes off me. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Now, I'll tell you what they say, just to be 100, for full disclosure. What it says, well, I'm looking it up, and again, what I recall is he says, I've seen the light, believe me. It sounded very clear to me, that's what he said. But again, I'm just a guy from Detroit. They say, and they're experts, wink. They say, I've changed my life completely. I've seen the lightning leave me. That don't make no sense. And my baby just can't take her eyes off me. So you go with what Big Unc told you. I ain't gonna steer you wrong. I'm gonna steer you strong. So they go through the hook. Cool, you know the hook. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Twice. Then he say, I just can't control my feet. What's wrong with your feet? Why you can't control them? You better control your feet and keep them on the concrete. But no, some got a hold of him. You're not yourself. Last verse. The magic music grooves me. The magic music grooves me. That dirty rhythm fools me. That dirty rhythm fools me. The devil's gotten to me through this dance. I thought it said, the devil's gotten to me to do this dance. That's what I got. I don't know who did these lyrics. Either way, what you gonna say? I'm full of funky fever. A fire burns inside me. Boogie's got me in a super trance. I don't know what to say for you no more. I'm through with you. Songwriter's secret. Songwriter's secret. It might be the songwriter's secret. For some of them, I'm sure. But, yeah, I looked down, I saw Sun Goddess. I wanted to touch on a couple of instrumental songs because people say, well, what about instrumentals? It's Lucifer's business. It's in every hit song that his business, his industry allows to become a hit. That means songs that are in heavy rotation, songs that become classic songs, songs that become legendary. All of these songs, they're allowed to be hit songs, quote unquote, because of the fact they are in alignment with Lucifer's plan for his business. That's his business. Okay? You're looking about your talent, what you can do good, none of that. It means nothing to him. He eat that. Okay? The Most High gave you a gift, you should give it back to the Most High. You don't give it back to the Most High, by default, you will give it to the Most Low. And that's how it go. So we had a few other songs. Maybe we'll look at a couple of them. Songs that have Lucy or Lucille in them. Okay? Lucille Anthony Hamilton, another one given to us by Turn Off TV. Lucy's Rap. Rick James, Roxanne Shante. You listen to it. And Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds in Her Eyes by the Beatles. Another example. Yes, that's right. And that's the song that we're told that Dr. Leakey and his crew were listening to when they were celebrating finding the bones of the oldest human being, they say, ever found in Africa, who they called Eve. Or they named her Lucy because they were listening to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds in Her Eyes, which is all about Lucifer. Again, Lucy in the Sky. Lucifer in the sky with diamonds in his eyes, diamonds shine, the shining silver shadow, the shining star. All the same. Okay. But yeah, I was looking at Sun Goddess, Ramsey Lewis, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. In an instrumental, the title usually tells it. You got Sun Goddess, Deo, Deo, da da Deo. You know the song. Then you got Summer Madness and Winter Sadness. You know the song that Will Smith sampled for Summer, Summer, Summertime. That's Summer Madness by Kool and the Gang. On the flip side of Summer Madness, there's a song called Winter Sadness. In these songs, they were using frequencies to create mood. It was mood control, just like George Clinton and them talk about in Funk and Telekey. Mood control. Okay. Summer Madness, it kind of puts you in more of a frenzy. Okay, especially when they get to the note progression that they play on the Nord lead, the famous part where they, begin to go up the scale. Similar to what you hear in the theme song for 2001: A Space Odyssey. Talked about that before. That goes straight to the brain. The highs go straight to the brain. Then, of course, you have Winter Sadness. It has the opposite effect. It doesn't turn you up, it turns you down. Winter Sadness. Flip side of Summer Madness. Sun Goddess, we talked about. Mr. Magic. That's Grover Washington Jr. Very famous instrumental. Then of course you have Nautilus from off the album One by Bob James. Okay, Nautilus, self-explanatory. We talked about Atlantis. You make the connection. What is Nautilus doing? What types of frequencies is he dealing with? He's tapping into the reptilian brain. Nautilus is one of the most sampled songs in hip-hop music, and I would dare say it's a song that when it comes on to this day, it has a magical effect. The ability of a masterful musician to open up certain portals is akin to a masterful magician. And Bob James is playing the keys that open the gates. Yes, he's using the keys that open the gates and allow for water spirit beings to come in, also known as reptilian beings. Look at the cover for the album One that contains the song Nautilus. That could be the thumbnail. So it's going to be between that and Teddy. Maybe you need to see Teddy, but you need to look up Nautilus. Just type in Nautilus album, or type in Nautilus One was the name of the album, O-N-E. Nautilus One album cover. Look at it yourself. It's a demon spirit for the album cover. Okay, looks like a door knocker. You know, you would see demon spirits used on gargoyles on buildings and on door knockers. Okay, things to adorn doors as well. That's what it looked like to me, a door knocker. Let's continue. Beethoven's Fifth, the Devil's Chord, also called the diminished fifth. That's right, it's in classical music. Anything that is revered in music. Okay, we know Pythagoras was credited with establishing the formula which found the chord, which was at one time, I believe it was in the 15th century, was banned by the church. This particular chord was said to open up portals, gateways, keys, open up gates, right? We talked about it before. Many of the terms used in music, pan, to turn a sound from left to right, pan. We talked about harmony and its relationship to Mount Hermon, okay, to Hermes, okay, false deity, and Pharmakon, all relate to harmony. Yep, pharma, farm, harm, and karma, all relate. I wanted to just touch on this because Golden Lady had did something on this, and I mentioned it before, and we didn't get as far into it as we could. But if you look at Strawberry Letter 22, that's what the song is called, people will say it's Strawberry Letter 23. That's what they say in the lyrics, but that's not the name of the song. That's not the title of the song. The title of the song is Strawberry Letter 22. Okay, but of course what they say over and over again, what they rhyme is Strawberry Letter 23. Interesting to me, but we looked at the lyrics before. But now let's make another relation here, because someone asked me about 23andMe DNA testing. I don't trust DNA testing, especially in a climate where you know that the powers that be are looking for certain bloodlines, are looking for certain things to manifest genetically that they believe will help lead them to who are the chosen, who are the elect, rather, in the last days and times. And because of that, if there was something to be especially fearful of from their point of view, they wouldn't tell you. They wouldn't tell you. They keep that information themselves. And they would use that information against you. If there was something very bad that they found, or something detrimental to you, again, their goal is not only to win, but their goal is to harm, kill, steal, and destroy. So if you ask me, I would not get into looking up my DNA and all that type of stuff, giving them any heads up about who I am, and any leeway about it. And if you want to know, if there's some reason, you doubt it, you're not sure who you are or whatever, you should pray about it. You should seek the Lord, who can reveal to you all things. Jeremiah 33:3. Anything you need to know. Again, we don't want to be like the illuminated ones and be fixated on our kin or our skin or the blood that flows within. They're fixated on all of that. They believe that's the key to their salvation. It ain't the key to nobody's salvation. Even the Messiah said it. His bloodline was standing outside requesting something of him, and he was inside dealing with people that were not of his quote-unquote bloodline. Someone told him, hey, your bloodline is standing outside asking for you. And what did he say? Who is my mother and who is my brother but those that do the will of my Father? So don't get fixated on your bloodline, your DNA, all that type of stuff, because at the end of the day, they can lie and say what they want to say concerning those things. So don't let that be the proof of truth for you. It's just my humble opinion. Then secondly, you got 23, the involvement of 23. The mystical number of 23. The number 23 was a Jim Carrey movie. I suggest everybody take a look at it. But without further ado, we're going to read some things about 23. We understand about the simple things, the basic things, the baby bear things. 3 goes into 2. You get 0.66666666666 infinitely. And that's part of the mystique of the mystic number 23. Also, you have the multiplication. You multiply 2 times 3. You have the 6, the number of the hexagram, or the number of points on the hexagram, but the way that the hex is aimed at man. And man created on the 6th day. So the enemy likes to take 6 and pervert it as he wishes to pervert man. And in some ways, he's done just about all he can and got some of it done. But that's part of it. Then, of course, you have the 23 enigma as it relates to the law of fives. 2 plus 3 is 5. And the 5 representing, it can be representative of a number of death, but also you'll find 5 representing a 5th element or a spiritual element, spirit realm element, the spirit. Okay, but there's so many things that have to do with 23. 23 is in the Fibonacci sequence: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. And 13, 21, you've got 23 again backwards. So, and it's 32 backwards. It's so many different relationships to the mysticism of 23. That's easy to look up. Type in occult significance of 23. But 22, which is what you find in the song. Okay? Strawberry letter 22. And it's strawberry. It's a red letter 22. I thought about the scarlet letter. But again, we talked about this song enough last time. But I just want to drop something on the 23 and the 22. 22 is duality, doubled duality. 11 twice. 11 representing the wizard. 11 also representing the, what makes the wizard cold is when it's the wizard and the demon spirit that inhabits him, and they've become one. They are twins. They're effectively twins. That light of human life and the darkness of the dark demon spirit have become one. This is the 11, the representative of that, the duality, not just the one of man, okay, or the oneness with God, but this duality. We're not one. We're twins. We're together. And we talk about duality a lot on this channel. So we talked on those things. Y'all want to run through a couple more? Songwriter secret? I got just a couple more on the page. Okay, let's go for a good one, and then we're gonna look at Brother Hoff and put us up on Steely Dan. We'll look at Steely Dan and Hall & Oates. Yeah, It may be Fleetwood Mac. Mercy. Hold on. Real fast. We don't take too much time. Check it out. Life is for learning. Why life is for learning? Well, you need life is for learning in your life. Because life is for learning. But we always talk about bad ones. We always talk about the songwriter's secret, and we kind of frame it as if, well, that's all there is. Shoot. That's not all there is. You have artists who fought, artists who attempted to buck the system. They were often blackballed, like Gil Scott, not Jill Scott, Gil Scott Heron. Jill Scott, I believe, was also blackballed, and she stood for some things. And when she stood up for some things, they gave it to her, and we should pray for her because she was having a hard time with that. If you were a discerning eye, you could see that. You could see that. So some artists have a hard time with that, especially artists who are fighters by nature, who have a warrior spirit about them by nature. They are built to fight against what's not right. And as I pull this up, I see Alicia Keys debuts new single, We Are Here. Why are we here? The singer-songwriter tries to answer the eternal question. Listen now. How much you want to bet it's a songwriter's secret song? Let's stick with the script first. Y'all want to look at that? We'll tear that up real quick if you want to. But this ain't got to be so long. Okay, Marvin Gaye. Written by Marvin Gaye. So the artist, this is Life is for Learning, from the album In Our Lifetime. Yeah, and then we're going to deal with Fleetwood Mac, because on this very page is something about Fleetwood Mac, so that's a sign. Interesting. Let's continue. The artist pays the price so you won't have to pay. If only we would listen to what they have to say. There are songs from wisdom. There are songs from wisdom, he says. There are songs from Satan. There are songs from loving. And there are songs from hating. There are songs from lust. And there are songs from pain. Some songs were done by chosen men. Some from men insane. Groove, baby. Groove on the light one time. Groove, baby, on the right. Dance, baby, to the light this time. Dance, sugar, on the right side. Groove, baby, groove on the light this time. Groove, baby, on the right side. Dance, baby, to the light, you're looking good. Dance, baby, to the light. Some songs will show which way to go, if only you would listen. Bad songs that turn you on, show you how much is missing. He said there are songs that turn you on. That's what he said. Trust me, I listened to the song a million times. They got some of the lyrics is wrong. There are songs. He said there are songs which turn you. There are songs that turn you on, show you how much you're missing. Show you how much you're missing is what he says. Y'all don't listen to your music enough. Songs we're meant to listen to. You're checking out the best. Good songs were sent to man from God to help us pass the test. Life is for learning, and the purpose is joining up with the Lord. 1,000 bodies needed, but your soul is never destroyed. That's what it says. It says, and the purpose is joining up with the love of 1,000 bodies needed, but your soul is never destroyed. No. He says life is for learning, and the purpose is joining up with the Lord. That's what he said. Now it's muddy what he say next. It's hard to get, but I thought he said Maybe he says 1,000 bodies leave here, but your soul is never destroyed. That's what it sounds like he said to me. Your love, darling, this is all he desire. And all he want is a little understanding. Yeah, he say, your love, darling, this is all we desire. And all they want is a little understanding. Yeah, no, that's not what Marvin said. That's what y'all said. Y'all don't know your music. I'm from Motown. Have mercy. Sometimes a song can prophesy a warning from the master to make your soul listen to, make you learning faster. The devil has his special plan to make hot songs for sinners. They got it wrong. He said, then God will turn it around and make good songs for winners. Hey, did you know some songs can't corrupt your flesh to dust? The only song that you should live are songs that you can trust. And he goes off and says, ooh, the artist pays the price, so you don't have to pay. And that's Marvin Gaye. So all of the songs are not Songwriter secret songs, but you ever heard this song before? My point exactly. Steely Dan and Fleetwood Mac, Sarah. We'll end with that. Steely Dan, Deacon Blues. Then we're done. All right. Steely Dan, Deacon Blues. And if you look back through Hall of Notes, you'll find it also. Method of Modern Love is the one I was going to do for you, which is where Method Man get METHOD man. It's a direct take off of the Hall of Notes song, Method of Modern Love. Steely Dan lyrics. Deacon Blues. And a deacon is an officer in a church, in a religious setting. This is the day of the expanding man. That shape is my shade. There where I used to stand, it seems like only yesterday. I gaze through the glass at ramblers, wild gamblers, that's all in the past. You call me a fool, you say it's a crazy scheme. This one's for real, I already bought the dream. So useless to ask me why. Throw a kiss and say goodbye. Some people, see, they will tell people, you know, it's supposed to be a secret, but they'll tell people, you know, hey, you know, I got in this jam, man. I didn't expect it was going to be like it is. You know, I was just trying to play some music, you know, feed, house, clothe my wife and kids. And you find out that you deep in this abyss. So you tell somebody. And some people will tell you, hey man, you know, why? You know, why would you continue going on doing this? Why don't you just get you a job? Why don't you quit? So useless to ask me why. You stuck in the pit. Throw a kiss and say goodbye. I'll make it this time. I'm ready to cross that fine line. Very good find, Brother Hoff. I'll learn to work the saxophone. I'll play just what I feel. Drink Scotch whiskey all night long and die behind the wheel. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues. Excellent, excellent choice. My back to the wall, a victim of laughing chance. This is for me, the essence of true romance. sharing the things we know and love with those of my kind libations, sensations that stagger the mind. I crawl like a viper through these suburban streets, make love to these women, languid and bittersweet. I'll rise when the sun goes down, cover every game in town, a world of my own. I'll make it my home sweet home. This is the night of the expanding the man. I'll take one last drag as I approach the stand. I cried when I wrote this song. Sue me if I play too long. This brother is free. I'll be what I want to be. Check it out. It is what it is. Very good. Excellent. And last, and we out of here. I gotta, really, I should have been gone. But listen, we're going to do a Google Hangout, y'all, where we can go through some songs. You know, hey, we'll be hanging out. So I'm easy like Sunday morning. We're going to figure out what we want to do while we there. How about that? So y'all come on to the hangout. Well, first of all, you tell me what day you want to bang out the hangout. Let me know, and we'll put it together for sure. I would like to do it as soon as possible because I'm ready to go. But you guys let me know. You guys let me know when you want to do it. You know, check it with your schedule because I want folks to be there. I want folks to ask questions. We can go through some Songwriter secret songs. We can go through some scriptures. We can, you know, do whatever's clever. But I want to do that ASAP. So y'all let me know what you feel about it. How you feel? All right, Fleetwood Mac, Sarah lyrics. Then we out. Wait a minute, baby. Stay with me a while. Said you'd give me light, but you never told me about the fire. I don't make this stuff up. Drowning in the sea of love, where everyone would love to drown. But now it's gone. It doesn't matter what for. So when you build your house, then call me home. Ooh, and it was just like a great dark wind. Within the wings of a storm, I think I had met my match. What a woman, what a catch. He was singing and undoing the laces, undoing the laces. He said, Sarah, S-A-R-A, you're the poet in my heart. Never change, never stop. But now it's gone, it doesn't matter what for. But when you build your house, then call me. Call me. So once you establish what you're trying to put together, I'm with it. Okay? Like Sade, Cherish the Day. Like Isley in the Atlantis. Hold on, the night is coming. And the starling flew for days. And I would stay home at night all the time. I could go anywhere. Anyway. Ask me and I'm there. Yeah, ask me and I'm there. I care. In the sea of love where everyone would love to drown. Again, the love backward. But now it's gone. They say it doesn't matter anymore. Well, if you build your house, then please call me. Sarah, you're the poet in my heart. This is the spirit that gives him the inspiration. Never change and don't you ever stop. But now it's gone. No, it doesn't matter anymore. When you build your house, I'll go by. Oh, Sarah, oh. There was a heartbeat and it never really died. Yes, it never really died. Oh, will you swallow your pride? All I ever wanted was to know that you were dreaming. Interesting. Again, Songwriter's secret, every style, any style. Pick a style. So, I'll be back. That was Fleetwood Mac. We went through some more of the songs from the days of way back. And again, this is Unplugged. Always on the attack. And I appreciate y'all checking me out. Again, we're going to do a Google Hangout real soon. Okay, y'all let me know when you want to do it, you know. What you want to rap about, or, you know, if you just want to freestyle, I'm always with that. So, you know, put that up under your hat. Tell me how you feel about that. And I'll be back in no time flat with some more of your irregularly scheduled deprogramming. Keep on jamming.